After searching his face for what seemed an eternity, she nodded. Yes, of course. Turning to Minerva, she smiled softly. I'll ring for some tea. We won't be long, he assured the women before heading down the hallway, his two friends not even half a step behind. Once he entered the library, he charged forward to the sideboard, poured scotch into 3 tumblers, and dispensed them before holding his up. To my brother, may he rest in peace. He downed the contents of his glass in one long swallow. Ash merely took a small sip, then arched a brow. That's hardly likely to happen, is it? What the bloody hell are you up to, Edward? His body froze, while his mind reeled with the possibility of denying the accusation. But too much was at stake. He walked to the window and spied the spire of the village church where only a few hours earlier the funeral service had been held in his honour. Visible in the distance, ribboning through the rolling hills, was the road over which the blackened glass hearse bearing the French polished casket with its elaborately carved mouldings and gleaming metal handles had journeyed, while mourners followed to the family mausoleum. When did you figure out I wasn't Albert? Shortly before the funeral began, Locke said. Did you say anything to Julia? No, Ash assured him. We thought it best to hold our suspicions until we had them confirmed. What the devil is going on here? I promised Albert, as he lay dying, that I would do all in my power to ensure Julia did not lose the babe she carries. During their short marriage, she'd lost 3, never carrying any of them to term. Pretending to be my brother seemed the best way to go about it. I need to know how you deduce the truth. If Julia suspects— Have you lost your mind? Ash bellowed. Lower your voice, he ground out. He didn't need the servants to overhear. Do you truly believe that you can fool Julia into believing you're Albert? He'd been doing it for a little over a week already. Had convinced everyone, the servants, the vicar, the few mourners, Julia. But not these 2, and that was a problem. He spun around. Albert gave me no choice if I am to honour his request. Surely she is far enough along now that she's past the point of a possible miscarriage, Locke said, standing shoulder to shoulder beside Ash, as though together they would be better able to convince him of his foolhardiness, as though he wasn't already perfectly aware of it. Edward glowered at him. Can you promise me that? Can you guarantee it? You know how much she loves him, how much he loved her. If she learns that he was the one killed, will she not crumble? Will she not make herself ill with grief? In answer, with a heavy sigh, Locke moved off to the sideboard, grabbed the decanter, and poured himself more scotch. Although Edward knew he'd made his point, he took little satisfaction in it. Do you have any idea what this deception will do to Julia? How she will feel when she learns the truth? Ash asked. It was all he'd thought about as he trudged through the jungle, with his brother's body in tow, as he sailed across the blue waters toward England, as he rode in the wagon that transported the wooden box that held the Earl of Greyling. She'll think worse of me than she already does. I expect she'll attack me with the handiest object that can inflict a mortal wound, and she'll be devastated, her heart will be crushed, and her life will go dark. Which is the very reason you must tell her now, before you take this deception any further. No. Then I bloody well will, Ash said, heading for the door. Darting in front of him, just as he reached for the latch, Edward cut him off. Touch that door, and I'll lay you flat. Ash glared at him. I refuse to let you do this. You may be of the higher rank and older, but this matter does not concern you. Shaking his head, Ash squared his jaw. It bloody well does concern us. Locke